I think he's been calling me all along, just a lot of small things. I just didn't know how to discern and really say, he's calling me, but like I said, it was my dad taking us to mass and having that memory, and my dad teaching us how to pray the rosary, and then seeing my dad praying the rosary on his knees. One of the guys from the neighborhood had gotten out of jail. He showed up there on drugs. For some odd reason, my brother was there that night as well. My brother was a year older than me. My brother came up to me and says, I'm gonna take this guy to the front of the house and talk so we're not in front of everybody arguing. Like 5 minutes later, my brother comes up to me and I'm sitting down eating or something, and he whispers in my ear, I know this guy. I said, we just got in a fight with this guy right now. And then he asked me for my keys because he wanted to go get a sweater or something from the car. I said, all right. So I gave him the keys, and then we're talking, I had the music playing lightly. And then like 5 minutes later, I heard like, bam, 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 bam. It was like 5 gunshots. And then it occurred to me, my brother's in the front yard. So I started to make my way towards the front yard. And like I said, it's a long driveway. And I seen somebody running towards me, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks because I was trying to make him out. And we basically bumped into each other. And he looked at me, and it was the guy that had gotten in a fight with my brother. He looked up and down at me, and then he seen that I didn't have anything in my hands, and then he pulled out the gun. And I was like, move or you're gonna die. So I went for the gun, and he shot and hit me in the shoulder. The first bullet kind of spun me a little bit like this, and then I heard the second shot almost immediately. And I thought I had tripped over myself, but the bullet had hit me in my spine, so I fell straight on my face. And I thought to myself, move or you're gonna die. So I went to move, and my body wouldn't react. It was just a moment of peace came over me, and I heard a voice, deep inside me, just say, do not be afraid, I'll be with you always. And then I closed my eyes, and I opened them up 2 days later in the hospital. One of the first questions I asked my mom was, how's my brother? His name was Hector. I was like, how's Hector doing? And she was telling me, he's fine. He's in the next room right next to us. And I said, okay, good, he made it. What I didn't know behind the scenes is that they were scared to tell me that he was in critical condition. They put me facing him, so we were both facing each other. I was one way and he was the other way, so we were laying opposite side of each other. I didn't say it out loud, but I said to him, I knew this. I told him, this isn't the end. I said, one day I'll close my eyes and I'll open them. I know you'll be there. You'll be the first to greet me. In a way, I kind of died to myself. Not only did he die, but I kind of died to myself that night too, because everything just completely changed. And as I look back now, I think about all that, what I was really looking for was some kind of peace in my life. I think we all hunger and thirst for that. And it wasn't until years later until I finally said yes to God, and I joined my religious community, that I found that peace. It was something that I've been looking for my whole life, actually. When I come across people with any kind of disability, actually, we don't have to explain anything to each other. It's automatically knowing inside ourselves that we already know. I will go back to doing hospital ministry 2 days a week, and then be at a parish. I'll be living at a parish, so I'll be 4 days, I guess, at the parish, and then 2 days at the hospital. And I feel very comfortable being at the hospital. At the parish, not so comfortable. So I'm really looking forward to that part of the priesthood, is getting to know that side, because like I said, you put me anywhere in the hospital, I'll be comfortable. Even here at the seminary, I think that's probably one of my favorite times of the day, is going to Mass and receiving the Eucharist. It's just, it's our source. It's what, it's what keeps me grounded, I know for sure.